Welcome to Expedition Astro, and today we're going to talk about the van and some of the things I've done to it since I've owned it. Now, I bought the Expedition Astro back in 2015, 16, or $500 in Tallahassee, Florida. Had it for a couple of years, sat around, and then I decided to sell it. And I sold it to a guy who had a detail service, and he bought it for me and had it for a couple of years. He decided he was going to get a different Astro van that was a little bit better for his work, and this one was broke down. The Expedition Astro was broke down. So he told me to go look at it. I went over there and took a look at it. It wouldn't start. There was a couple of problems. The starter bolts were broken in the block and stuff like that. And he needed some work done on his new van and also his pickup truck. He decided, I kept telling him, hey, I'll buy it back from you for $500 because it was pretty much dead in the water. He's like, well, let me think about it. I ended up doing some work on his van, changed out his rear end on his new Astro van, and then he needed some work done on his pickup truck, and he decided, hey, if you fix my pickup truck, I'll give you the van back for free. Now, as I built this van, I decided I was going to go on a road trip to get the roof rack that's on the van from Journeys Off-Road in Arizona. I had completely redone this van. I had it painted. I put a new motor in it because the block had two broken bolts in where the starter is installed. So I decided I'll just get a new engine or a used engine, replace it, and then I'll deal with that engine later on, which I'm gonna put it back in once I get it rebuilt. But now when I was working on the van, I was basically rebuilding the van from the ground up. I removed the motor, transmission, subframe, and just about every nut, bolt, and screw or whatever that you could take out of the van to actually get the new motor in. I actually did the 2-inch lift from Journeys Off-Road, and I was working heavily on the interior so I could have a place to sleep, and it's still not finished even after a couple of years of travel in the van. And I'm very pleased with it, but I want more, and I plan on doing some other stuff. Now, I did have the van painted. I bought new wheels for it. I changed the headlights from the cargo headlights to the passenger look, which looks a lot better. And the paint job was pretty rough, so I got it repainted just at the local Mako. Nothing special, just a nice little paint job to clean it up a little bit. They did a decent job for what it was. I got some really nice wheels for it. Hey, a little bit of bling bling makes the van look better. But I really enjoy the van. It's my relaxation. But anyway, I drove all the way across the United States, got into the west part of Texas, almost into New Mexico. The transmission went out, and the funny thing about that is a guy had asked me, is the transmission good? And I was like, oh yeah, it seems pretty good, because driving around the local area up and down the highway where I live, I was like, yeah, it should be fine. And lo and behold, yeah, it went out in the middle of nowhere, and I had to basically tow it to Prescott, Arizona on a U-Haul. I was just passing through New Mexico, stopped at a rest stop on my way to Prescott, Arizona. Now, I made it to Arizona, got to Prescott. I do have clips of that, but there's so many clips on a lot of different platforms. But anyway, I did make it to Arizona. I got my roof rack, hauled myself 1,800 miles back, and I can't say anything about the roof rack. It's an awesome thing for an Astro van. They make it specifically for the Astro van. And I got solar panels up there. I got recovery stuff up on top. I put a awning on it. I have a water shower, the road shower 4S on there. I'm able to hook anything and everything. I got bags for it to put on the top, and it's amazing. And I just been planning on cutting it to actually put a Dometic AC on top of the van. I'm debating that. I don't want to cut a hole in the van. I've been holding back on that because I just don't want to cut it, if you understand. I know everybody wants to put vents and all this stuff, open the doors, throw a fan in there, but I just don't want to cut holes in the onion, I call it. But it's a beautiful van. Now, as far as trips, I've been up and down to Colorado and back, Kansas and back, Arizona and stuff like that, and I've done a lot of local trips here. But I'm going to make another video of that. And I just want to thank my subscribers for watching my channel and actually subscribing to this channel. I know it's small, there's not a lot of subscribers, and there's a lot of crazy content on the channel right now, but I'm trying to get better in editing and making it a better experience for my viewers and future viewers that are coming hopefully soon. The Expedition Astro was a thing seeing everybody do van life and overlanding and nomading and stuff like that really sparked something I had in me for years. As a kid, I wanted to travel. I wanted to be in a camper or a pop-up or something out in the woods and the wild and the desert and stuff like that. And I still have that passion. Being in the military for 21 years and working all the time and not having the ability to actually do it. I did buy an RV that was a POS, and I ended up trashing that and building my Astro van. And the Astro van is a lot better, I would say, because you're more compact. You don't have a lot of stuff, and you ain't got to be hauling this big, basically truck around to campsites. And this way, you can camp in different locations, a lot more nomadic, primitive locations, instead of just driving to an RV park and sitting there and looking at all the other RV park people. I like to camp. I used to camp when I was a kid with my sister and my friends. We used to go camping all the time in Colorado, and to be able to do that in my Astro van, taking my dog and going out and enjoying nature like I love it. And the van was a vent also. It also relieves pressure because I do own a business, and it relieves pressure. I mean, when you're out there camping, you're sitting by yourself, fire going, dogs barking, whatever, you're sitting there cooking food and just enjoying the time. That's why I built that van. And I continue to work on it. I continue to make it better, and it's probably going to be with me for a long, long time. I don't plan on selling it because I did something else. This van is going to stay around for a while. Now, you've probably seen I've had videos of a pop-up. My sister, when I went to Colorado in 21 last year, in August of 21, my sister gave me her pop-up camper that she's had for 20 something years, and she said she wasn't using it, and she gave it to me for my birthday. And I do appreciate that, sis, but she gave it to me for my birthday, and I've used it. I love the thing, love dragging it with the Astro Traveler, and love it. Love taking it out, love bringing it, popping it up, and basically having your mini house on, away from my camper van. I got my pop-up camper, so I got two campers basically together, so it's pretty neat to have both of them at the same time, because you get a lot more out of it. I got electricity from the van supporting the pop-up camper, and it's amazing. When I took it out just recently and put it all out, and it was just like, wow. I'm enjoying life. I got electricity, I got water, I got everything I need in a primitive campsite. So a lot of people, they go out primitive, they really basically have a Blue Eddy or something like that, but I got generator, I got solar, I got a charge controller and batteries and all kinds of stuff, and I'm sitting there just living like I'm in the city. So, and I'm a solar nut. I love solar and stuff like that. But I really appreciate you guys watching the channel. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, get notifications of my videos. And I'm going to be putting out more content after we're supposed to go to Alaska here in a few months. So I gotta after that, I'm going to do a lot of camping in the local area, and I'm probably going to be branching out to some other states around me, because there is a lot to do where I'm at, and there's a lot to do across America. So thanks for watching, and just enjoy the video, the rest of the video, and have a good one.